smashing blast from the past. Developed by vicarious visions. It's Crash Bandicoot!
Hello everyone and welcome to Crash Bandicoot. I was looking forward to this. This is of course the remake of the trilogy. This game came out for the PlayStation 1. I was reminiscing the other day about PS1 games, and I realized that Crash Bandicoot might be the big reason, or like the first big reason for me to love platformers so much. I went into precision platformers, I guess, later on in my life with Super Meat Boy and stuff. But it's pretty precision-y, Crash Bandicoot still. It's a rough game to play. I mean, it's a PlayStation 1 game, which is still crazy to me that they were able to make this run in the PS1. And they made it so pretty for the for the remake. Now, I already played through 1 and 2. I mean, I played through all of them way back in the day, but I played through 1 and 2 in this version, and I got every achievement and everything. So I'm guessing for first 2, we're just gonna play through them, like just chill. It's gonna be nice. And then the Crash Bandicoot 3, I might as well just go for the platinum. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if it's fun to go for platinum, but considering this is not a story game really, maybe it's more fun to go to platinum for platinums. Now, this one's kind of rough for many reasons. The movement is strange. You don't have the slide on the first game. I don't know. It's definitely strange, but it was still fun to go for the platinum here. I did delete my save file completely. I deleted it from the PlayStation even. And we'll just jump in. Should be a fresh save file. Let's see if that's the case. Let's just jump in and have some fun. So nice to be here. I didn't get to choose the Insane Trilogy for some reason as the... I'll tell you later.
Will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex. Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do. Failure again. Capture him.
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
Alright, Coco was not a thing still in this game, right? Coco's not here. So this is Crash's girlfriend, I guess? And we just jump into the beach, yeah. When I first played this game, I didn't know any English. And I remember seeing the cutscenes and not understanding anything. So we don't have controls, we just have a jump and a spin. It's just square and X and that's it. So what I was gonna say was, what exactly? Probably this game needs no introduction, right? So the shadow looks cool, but the shadow in the PlayStation 1 version was so clear, and that was pretty important in my opinion. Also, we didn't even have analog sticks back then. I mean, there were PS1 controllers with analog sticks. I don't think that tutorial existed either. There were analog sticks, controllers with analog sticks back in the day, but I never had one. So yeah, if this is your first time seeing this for some reason, welcome. This is my childhood. The jumps are pretty rough. These, we can break them as well, but it it gives you less fruits. And there's not much else to explain, honestly. It's just one of those games that is like just an excuse for a game. Like, doesn't have a crazy story. It's just like an excuse to play a fun game, right? All those I remember the characters really well. And yeah, if you get 3 masks, you're just invincible, unless you drop into the holes like this. I think I didn't long press. Yeah, the movement is really strange, but I'll get used to it. There are like secret levels. There's a few things to check out. It's not terribly long. It's not a super long game, I think. The fun is, well, the fun is in many places. There are 2 paths. I think both have boxes. We're not gonna bother with getting every box. Oops. Like if you want to get this, which is like a gemstone, you want to get every box, but it's kind of hard. I could do that. I mean, if I was going for the achievements, I would. But I've already done it, and I don't really feel like doing it again. I just want to show this game a little bit and show a little bit of my childhood. It's very nice. Okay. See, the shadow is kind of hard to spot. Yeah. This is tough to do. It's good to get stuff, like getting extra lives. There we go. We're not gonna be doing that every time. You can also get relics for doing it quickly. You can also get the purple ones, the purple gemstones for just finding them, picking them up, collectibles. What's that key about? I don't even remember. This map is incredibly iconic. The purple thing is a new thing. Ignore it. Like, it's just a DLC thing. It's just a couple difficult levels, which are fun. We can play them at the end. Stormy Ascent. But yeah, back in the day, this didn't exist. I don't know when this started. I guess with the trilogy? I have no idea. But yeah, let's just continue this. How cool is this world? Let's just look at this. This world map is probably the best world map I've ever seen. Or like the prettiest one. I don't know if the best, but really pretty, definitely. Let's just do as many levels as possible. I mean, not gonna rush or anything, but let's enjoy this. Here you get introduced to TNT, which takes a couple seconds to explode. And you don't get any more like controls. You just spin, basically. Oh gosh, that was weird. The death animations and dead like sounds are really fun as well. These counts as boxes as well, if you do want to get the box thing. Also, you can see the levels are really narrow, which is really not something we see anymore in games. Which I guess is mostly because of hardware limitations, right? Also jump on people. I think once we have 3 of these, we have access to a secret level. Is that what it is? Don't remember. Some things are really hidden. It doesn't look like there's much room to hide things, but there are some levels that it actually takes a lot of work to, and even some research to find. Like here. Like once we have, I think it's a colored gemstone, we can see an extra part of the level, which also has boxes and then also counts for the thing, right? For the gem. Second one. So if you know Coco, which is Crash's sister, I honestly have no idea. This is hard. There we go. Lucky. Yeah, you shouldn't feel too bad about her if you see there's another girl. This one was in the first game, and I think she sort of is gone in the next games. She is, I believe, in the... There we go. In the CTR, the racing game, which is really fun. We might play it as well. Here's a good idea to go with the D-pad. And these used to be 10 hits. You used to have to jump here 10 times, but that's not a thing anymore, I think. This game is so nice. It's just my childhood. This game is my childhood. This could be there's a chance that this game is the PS1 game that I played the most. Maybe? It's definitely up there. I really wish I had stats from those days. Like I had like hours, like you can see on Steam now. See, I'm missing some boxes. There was something there in the beginning. I don't know if you... I think at the end you unlock running, or... I don't think a slash... a dash. I don't think you... A slide, I mean. I don't think you unlock a slide. I think you unlock like a way to run. Or maybe that's in the second game? I have no idea. Doesn't matter. We're not gonna really be going for achievements though, so it's fine. The trophies don't show up. I do have them all. But yeah, so we're not gonna see any trophy pop up because we already have them. Some levels are really tough. Sometimes it's like it's just a well-designed game. Sometimes it's like you definitely did not have tutorials back then. Like sometimes it's like, okay, it's a well-designed level, it's difficult, and sometimes it's like, okay, it's just ass. Like it's not well done. And that movement is really strange. Like might be tough if you're used to modern games, and jumping into a game like this is I don't know if I recommend it for everyone, but if you have the nostalgia like me, gosh. Also, like, Nostalgia Night is coming up. We have this thing in my country called Nostalgia Night, which happens every year in August. And it's, like, surprisingly close. I think it's day after tomorrow, yeah. So it's really fitting to be playing a game like this. Oh, here I need to jump on the turtle. That's the only way to get it. Doesn't matter. It's cool to get as many fruits as possible, to get more... Oh yeah, this guy's. To get extra lives, because when you get 100 you get another one. But if you get to 0, it's not the end of the world, it just says game over, but it's not like it kills you. I think before in PS1 it used to just kill your save file, basically. But back in the day we had codes, right? We were able to just get to a point. Like after this level, you would just get a point, a code. I mean, and that code would just make it so when you boot up the console again, you would be able to get in there without wasting space in a memory card. So that was pretty smart. It's really cool because this might be one of the first 3D games I've ever played. I think the first one might have been Pac-Man World, because that was the first game I got with my PlayStation together with a football game. So that was even maybe the first platformer I ever played, like 3D platformer. Because before that, I think I had only played like Super Mario on a computer on emulators. And that was fun and everything, but it was definitely not the same as this. Oh, you also have this, like, the front-facing levels are so cool. Like, why do you need a tutorial when you just have an arrow made of fruits? That's so cool. These are difficult, because you have close to no time to react. It's really nice. And I don't know how, as a kid, I got through this game. I think it's just, like, dedication. Hours of just having fun with my brother. I'll probably let him know that I'm replaying this. He's gonna be happy about that. It's a checkpoint. I also have never played the Crash 4, which I have. Oh, that doesn't count as a destroyed box, I believe. What? I lost some speed. I think I was fine, man. There's a chance to get the boxes though. Not like it matters. That's okay. It's gonna be fun to go for the platinum if we end up doing it in Warped, which is a third game, which I don't remember much of, honestly. Oh, and if you spin into anything like fruits or even extra lives, you just make them fly into the wind. And you can see this guy's kind of nasty, which is fun. There was a game, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was like the racing game, but the one that you like can combine like cars. Like there's one that you can like put two cars together, and one of them would drive and the other one had like a turret, which was really fun. And there was a loading screen, which for loading screens you need to do interesting things, because back in the day loading screens actually took time, not like this that we just saw a loading screen that just went away. They did this thing where you had two buttons. I don't know if it was like square or triangle, something like that. And what is this? And you could press those buttons and you would fart and gosh, I'm blanking. You would fart and burp. That's what it would do. It's cool that they went for 5 hits with two fruits each, because I used to be 10. Definitely quality of life changes. And these you can step on and then they close. I recommend this game, even if you get the chance. Also, buying the trilogy is really cool because you get 3 games in one, and the purple ones just close whenever they want to. I didn't see that as a fish. And this is one you get like colored gems. You do get like these alternate paths, which are really nice. I remember I used to think like the hair was like a, oh gosh, like a frame for the photo, you know, not her actual hair. We're getting so many extra lives, that's crazy. I don't remember there being that many before. Makes sense, like having to get through the entire game with a set amount of let's see if there are options about that. No, I think it's a different game. Probably in Crash 4, there's an option to either have the lives work as they should, or just like be more modern game. Cool. But yeah, I'm thinking for these games I already have the platinums for, I'm just gonna go through the games just to show them and to reminisce a little bit. We're already at Papu Papu? Whoa, okay. This is a boss. So these bosses, we have to imagine this game, you have to remember, this game came out in '96, I think. And considering that, I think these bosses are crazy. You have to hit his little ass there. No? I thought you hit his ass. You don't? I guess you don't. Death animations are funny. You need to jump on him? Maybe? Yeah, okay. Oh man. no. Can you just... Oh, you can. Can you just jump on him here? Oh, you can, okay. That's actually way easier than I thought. I thought you needed to wait. That was on me. I feel like as a kid I may have spent like so much time trying to beat this guy. Careful there, don't do that anymore. It's pretty simple. But funny enough, I feel like this boss is better than even like bosses in Crash in general. I remember Reaper-oo, many bosses are a lot better than bosses in games like Super Meat Boy, which I love. I love Super Meat Boy and I even like the bosses, but they're not great. They're not great bosses, but this is so fun. Like, it's just a closed environment. What is this? Coco's time machine. Oh right, so they added Coco. For this game, she did. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, she was not in this game back in the day. I don't think she even existed as a character. So very nice. And she's the same. She just spins and. But yeah, it's a cool little character. I like the animation where she slides, but this game doesn't have a slide, so I'm gonna have to wait for that. Oh yeah, it's a different one. Like Cortex's buddy there. I remember we used to call, my brother and I didn't know any English, and the game was in English, so the cutscenes were in English. So even though they say Cortex, we didn't really understand. I kind of remember there was a life there. I just lost one. Oh. So I remember we used to call him Dr. N because we have no idea what his name was. And it's Dr. Neo Cortex. So that is gone now. This one goes away? I'm not sure. Probably gonna play as Crash for no reason, but just nostalgia, I guess. Oh, I did not see the platform. But yeah, it's weird how you stop in the air. Some things are definitely, you can tell it's not a new game. It didn't come out today. But I have to say the remake is so pretty. Everything's so beautiful looking. And just back in the day, the setting was so nice. I would say if you haven't seen this game before, please go to Google and Google. Oh, I broke it. Google Crash Bandicoot 96 or whatever, like PS1. And it definitely looks a lot more jank, a lot of polygons. Like Crash is just a mess of triangles and squares. But you could see the vision and it was so nice. I just remember countless days of just chilling with my brother, playing these games, and it's such a nice memory for me. If we just focus on finishing the levels, we could go through this game super quickly, but at least I'll get the fruits to at least oh. At least make sure we have enough lives and everything. I almost died. Only have two. There was one hidden somewhere. Could have been in the blocks that I blew up. Whoops. Oh, I think the extra level. Yeah, the extra level counts as a sort of works as a checkpoint. That's nice. As you can see, the subtle like things that tell you things like the mossy ones, the ones that have grass don't fall, and the ones that just don't have anything, if you step on it for 2-3 seconds, they just go away. The platforms. I don't think you can skip this. That's funny. That's funny to me. But it's cool because they slowly like introduce you to different things to do, right? If you take a look here, you have the things for 26 for every level. You get one, and then the keys, I don't remember what they mean, honestly. And then the relics are for going quickly. They're really difficult to get. The platinum ones you don't even need. The sapphire one is the, let's say, the normal one, and then for the platinum you need, for the platinum trophy you mean the gold, all the gold relics, which was really tough. But yeah, but very fun. Hog Wild. Oh, this is one of those. This is another type of level. You could see I couldn't pick up Coco. You just run here. I cannot stop. And I think the only thing you can do is run, is jump. I remember getting the boxes here was difficult. I remember I struggled to get the boxes. The movement is not nearly as responsive as you might think. I didn't see that one. I think you start, yeah, I start from the checkpoint. But these are so fun. Just imagine playing this as a kid, man. I was, how old was I, dude? Definitely in primary school. I have no idea how old I was. I wanna ask my dad or my brother if they remember what year this was. Because it was not when it came out, I remember. By the time I had the PS1, I had friends who had the PS2, which came out in 2001 or 2000? I have no idea. So I guess it was not that one. Maybe getting the relic was difficult, but I don't see why it would be. Because you can't really speed up. Oh, maybe there's a button to speed up at the end. So getting the golden one requires you speeding up all the time. Yeah, I think at the end you unlock a speed up. That's what you unlock, a running button, which was not in the first game, in the original game, definitely. This one I think was a difficult one too, if I recall correctly. See if we can get on top of it. Huh. Yeah, I think the golden relics was a bunch of running around with the speed up that you get at the end. And that was definitely challenging. I remember these as a kid were so difficult, and they still are. They're strange. These platforms, they're definitely weird. You know, as a kid, you don't really have that much control, and even now, I'm missing things. But it was definitely a challenge. I think it honed my, or helped start to hone my gaming skills, I guess. I definitely recommend. Playing difficult games as a kid, I think, is something that I appreciate doing. Gosh. But yeah, this game is like deceptively difficult, I would say. So if you get it and, and struggle a little bit, I think it makes sense. That's weird. By the way, if you roll, or if you spin into the TNTs, they just explode. Oh god. So the first boss was actually in the middle of the island, right? So maybe there are 2 bosses per island. I'm thinking the next boss here is gonna be Ripperoo. I don't remember exactly because I did get the platinum, but that was like when I first got the PlayStation, maybe, so a few years ago. Hello. Okay. Oh gosh. Of course that would happen. I knew that. And we're up here. Nice. Well, that's a thing. Oh, bitch. Okay, so I need to use that jump to get all the way. Like, imagine this as a kid. This level is insanely difficult. I don't know if that's something that's like is like understandable in a video, but if you've never played this, if you played this, you know, like this is, for me, this is super hard. This is a super difficult game, especially as a kid, or especially in an older console that with its limitations, right? Oh, there was one of these spikes that you can that have no spikes and you can just go to the back of the level. I guess you just get more boxes. It's pretty straightforward, right? The things you need to get, just the boxes and the fruits and oh, there's some hidden things, I guess, the colored gems. Gosh. But getting the golden relic on these levels definitely a challenge. What? Oh, there. Okay. You can see there's something there. This game is so fun. It's hard. Even now it's really difficult. But it's definitely fun. I think you don't go back here, or do you? There's a part that you just actually go behind. Yeah, it is here. That was it? Only one? I thought it was like you go back more. Maybe it's a different one that I'm thinking of. Oops. Well, that happened. At least there's no fall damage. I don't know if I knew that you could hit these jumping from the bottom. You need to stop there. Okay. Oh. Hell yeah. Very nice. I guess we might finish the first island a little bit more, maybe? Depends on if I get stuck in the boss or something. I remember Ripperoo as being difficult. I think it is the last one for this. Oh no, we already go to the second island. Very cool. Just look at this. You can see it going around. It's so nice. So nice. Relax. The music as well. I haven't talked about the music yet. So good. The sounds, just everything. I must mess up. Yeah, you can clearly see it's the hair, right? She's blonde. She has like a big head of hair. But the first game, I guess it was like very pixelated or something. I remember seeing that and thinking it was like a frame, like a picture frame. It wasn't her actual hair, even though you could see her. I don't know why I thought that. One of those things that you see as a kid and you just assume, you know. And these are pretty difficult platinums as well, if you want to challenge yourself. They're not easy platinums, definitely. So I don't know if I'll do every achievement on the third game on camera. Might take a bit long. Oh, this one comes back. Okay. Might take a bit long, but yeah. Maybe. We'll do it. And if you really want to be amazed, it's cool to see people like the world records and like people speedrunning these levels. It's kind of crazy what you can do, especially when you can run. Right? Some people are really insane at this game, and getting the gold relics really requires you to go hard. What? I did not get eaten. Come on. And the checkpoints sometimes are a little bit unforgiving, right? So I was pretty far away. But it makes sense. I think that it has many, even though it's not a horribly long game, has many ways for you to enjoy it for many hours. It's really nice. I think it's for the time it came out, it's an amazing game. And even today, I think it's great. It's better than many games, right? That come out today. So. This one sort of indicates me to go back to get more boxes or something. But I'm not going to do that. I recommend you do it though if it's the first time you play. But just going to go through the levels. Ooh. Not focus on secondary objectives too much. That's so jank. But mostly the trilogy is well made, I would say. This is pretty difficult to do. Takes a lot of getting used to. I used to always mess these up when I was a kid. I really want to know when I keep saying when I was a kid, I really want to know when that was, but I do not remember. Like what year? Because if it's like nowadays, like I would probably have photos of that, but we didn't have photos back then, so yeah, I feel old sometimes, but yeah. Also, I'm really happy that I was a kid at the time of the PS1. It's a wonderful thing. I mean, when I was born, it had already come out, but back when I got it, it was still pretty novel for us. But I do remember a few moments of my life of being really shocked by games. Definitely PS1 was one of them. And when I had the PS1, I didn't have the PlayStation 2 still. I remember going to a friend's house, and another friend took his PS2 to his house, and I saw him play Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Oh, Ripperoo's here. So in random spots we just get boss fights. That's pretty funny. It's usually not what it's done now, right? And they were playing Prince of Persia, and I remember watching that. And if you look at it now, it's like it looks old, and the graphics are nothing crazy right now, right? Today's standards, of course. But you just, wow, you die instantly. I need to hit him 3 times though. It's not bad. Oh, it doesn't move once you hit it. This is like the first pattern, I guess. Lucky. Of course. It's kind of hard to time it. I mean, he's spending more time on this block, so it makes sense, right? Now let's see what he does. Changes. Okay. That's not gonna be it. This one might be. Nah. Yeah, this will work. No! My bad. I remember this boss as being a horribly difficult boss. And it was. Like it still is. It's a very difficult boss. I really like it. So now it goes around like there. Is that enough? Hell yeah. Now let's see where you go. Okay. Okay, so here in the middle is safe. We can just do this. That's not gonna be good. Maybe there, maybe that works. No. This one could work. Okay. We'll get it. Let's try to play it safe. Oh, it goes away. Oh, nice. This one's very nice, and this boss and many characters appear in many different games. It's like a huge franchise. I think they're really good at making lovable, interesting characters, even though they don't really have a story. I mean, they do. They have lore, but not really. They don't really bother you too much with their backstories. See, now here's the green one, so we get different colored ones that open up the different paths and different moments of the game. And I believe at the end there's a moment where you just, with many different ones, you just, how was it? You just do it like this? I guess so. It's not as easy as it looks. That's pretty hard. I remember these levels being super tough as well. It's a very difficult game. Interesting that you know what? I like difficult games. I'm usually not one to rage too much or anything. And I think that Crash Bandicoot has a lot to say about why that is. I think we might need to go back there. I don't know. They're like hidden things. It's very, very interesting level design. Oh, this guy, I didn't see him. Oh. We wanted to jump on that guy. That's okay. I think the trilogy. So oh gosh, there's fire. The remake does a lot for the game. What? But it was already a really good game back then. Of course, I get pushed over. I think I just have them. Yeah. Okay. What? Something weird happened there. I don't know. I wasn't not moving backwards. Maybe my controller's a bit messed up. No, I think... What's happening? We're having drift? I think it was like a weird interaction there. I don't know. Something happened. I don't think it was my controller. I don't know what it is. Let's hope that it's not, because it's a relatively new one. I'm getting flashbacks of trying to get the relics. It's definitely a challenge. The golden ones. They're not easy at all. Ah, this is what we opened with the metal crate. Oh yeah, this thing. Crap, this is so strange. What? I feel like when I hit those guys, my controller goes crazy. When they bump into me, I think it's a bug. See? I'm not touching anything when that happens. That's so weird. Someone waits for me or what? Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, I didn't notice. No, okay. There's something wrong with these. It has to be with the interaction of when they bump into you and they push you away. And just your movement, I don't know. It's like the controller goes crazy. Oh yeah. I didn't get all of them. Oh, I'm remembering some levels, like the bridge one. Holy crap. If you know, you know. Okay, that's gonna be very annoying. I do not remember that happening, and I played this with this version on this console, so... Hopefully it's not an issue with my controller, that's gonna be very annoying. But if we spin into them, looks like it's fine, mostly. This one I'm kind of worried about because... Okay, this is... Okay, good. It breaks them, interesting. Cool. Yeah, we missed a bunch. Every 10 I think it changes, but maybe not after 30. Wow. I think after you hit that one at the end, you might need to go all the way back to the beginning or something crazy like that. I had to go through all these to get all the boxes, man. We're not gonna do that, so don't worry. Ooh, these are something. These levels are so cool. I was gonna say, how so cool looking. Your shadow needs to be more noticeable. I think that's a bit of a mistake they made. It used to be super noticeable in the first game. I don't think you can fall into these holes. Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing Pac-Man as well. Repack? I forget what it's called. I did not see the bats. I feel like every game I play has spiders. So sorry if you don't like spiders. Oh, that takes longer. Ooh, lucky. I'll probably still burn, right? Oh, I think it was early. Oh yeah, the bats sort of stop after you're close to the end. I remember that. There's probably a path that unlocks. Oh, you come back. You come back from somewhere else. You get to here, I think. With a probably with a color. No, what? With a colored gem. Good job. Even just like, what's the word? That's not the way to go. Just like moving my finger over the... We get it back, don't we? Yeah. Over the D-pad. It's like nostalgic because it's not really something we do much of. Because like for 3D games now it's very normal to just use the analog stick. And for 2D games I do use a D-pad like Meat Boy. Yeah, and the Meat Boy 3D I use the... Oh, it's this way, yeah. I did use the analog stick for Meat Boy 3D, mostly. Yeah, pretty much the whole game. Because being stuck to 45 degrees wasn't really good. This is so hard. These jumps are so difficult for me. Might not look like it, but I did have to train a lot. And also I don't even remember if as a kid we even finished these games. Maybe my brother did, not me. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember he was very, very good at the CTR games, at the Crash Team Racing ones. The car one. They do come out, I guess, when you're at the end, so I misspoke. We can do one more level, probably. This one was a bit long. Kind of sad not to see trophies pop up, but it is what it is. Oh gosh. If you want to see me lose my mind, you should try to see me get the relic on these levels. Some jumps are so very tight. That's so difficult too. Oh, the ice. Huh. I think as a kid, I might have had like nightmares about these levels. Oh, even stopping there for a second makes it so difficult. I challenge you, if you have never played these games, to go ahead and try one of these. I think the broken ones you can sort of step on a little bit to jump. Can we even hit this guy? But you cannot land on them, the broken ones, I think. Gosh. I love how he sounds like a dog. Oh god. Maybe you can't not step. I think it's only for to start a jump. Oh god, good job. These are pretty long as well, the levels. Ooh. And you always need to jump from the very, very edge. Gosh. Sort of regret it. I was going for the full jump and then I regretted it. Oof. Man, it's so difficult. I'm pretty sure in the PlayStation, in the PS1. Why would I do that? I knew I wasn't gonna make it. In the PS1, the shadow was super clear. I think they messed that up when they changed here. Maybe that's not the case, but I do remember checking out my shadow so much. I used in the shadow to jump always. God. I tried to spin, but I think maybe you can't. Oh, I'm here. Oh gosh, you go way back. That checkpoint is very bad. Wow, this is almost unfair. Like, these levels are so difficult. Do I want to wait for it? Maybe go like here. Oh, he just stops if you pass him. I forgot about that. Hell yeah. Where's the turtle here? Nice. This is a checkpoint as well. Oh, I think it said there, direct attacks don't hurt the dogs. I remember maybe this was one of the first games I played on the PS5, now that I think about it. The trilogy, the remake. And I do think that because I do remember clearly like being amazed at how I wasn't able to read the loading screen messages because of how fast it loaded. Like, you can't really read the, well, that one was more readable, but you know. Oh, this one we need to jump. That's crazy, I need to do that. I guess we did beat these as kids. I don't remember getting stuck here, but this is insane to do as a kid, right? You should even go forward. I guess from the colored thing. So, what a cool level. Like, just imagine, I don't know, I feel like if you made a game for kids nowadays and it had this, like, no one would play it. Only adults would play it. But that's so nice. I mean, maybe it's not a game for kids, but for me it is. Because I was a kid when I played it, but yeah. One more. Ooh, we run forward again. I remember these levels used to give me so much anxiety. I was just stressed out of my mind playing these. And for good reason, right? I think it's they're terrifying. And difficult as well. Just the reaction time you need to see, just see when the platforms appear at the front of the screen and when you can actually see them is like kind of crazy. Have very little time. And if you do like too many unnecessary movements, the ball just gets closer and closer. It's not very forgiving at all. Really tough. We just love these games. And now it's in the trilogy, but I remember playing each game separately and really going out of our way to get them. So it's not like I just had the game and I just tortured myself. We actually love them. I think the landscape has changed, right? How games are made and what the difficulty is expected to be. It's not like games are easier, but it's just like, I feel like it's more separated which games are meant to be hard and which games are just games that you can just go through. And before it was just like, this is our game. It was like not that many things were established. There were like not many conventions in the industry, I feel like. It's just a feeling though, I'm not sure. It's getting close. So yeah. So I don't know. I feel like you just see a game that the cover looked cool because we didn't really have internet. We didn't have it. So you saw a game that the cover looked cool and you're like, I'm gonna buy this and hope for the best. And sometimes it didn't even run. You're depending where you bought it, right? Okay, we got pretty far. We're in the second island. If I'm honest, I don't remember how many islands there are, but this should give you an inkling that it's 26 levels, right? The ones that are not bosses. So yeah, that was let's just save manually as well, just in case. And we'll continue with more Crash soon. We're gonna go through this level. This game is gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe this is like special for me, but no one else. But like this is a wonderful game that I'm happy to share with you. So if you happen to stumble upon this and happen to watch it, thank you. And sort of bear with me as I deal with all my nostalgia. So have a good one. I'll see you very soon with more Crash and continue playing the other games we're playing, of course. But have a very good one. Bye bye.